For the next part of section 8.3, day 2, we're going to talk about solving triangles. So to solve the triangle, we're going to use the given measures to find all of the unknown angle measures and side lengths. To solve a right triangle, you need to know either two sides or one angle and one side. So again, we're going to round the side lengths to the nearest hundredth and round our angles to the nearest degree. So let's solve this triangle. We need to find all of our angles, all of our sides. So to start this one off, let's go ahead and find angle R. So to find angle R, we've got across from angle R is our opposite side of 8.9. And then right next to angle R, we have our adjacent side, which is 3.1. So to solve for angle R, we would need to use tangent. So tangent of R equals opposite over adjacent. So we can go ahead and substitute in what we know. 8.9 over 3.1. Next, we would want to take the tangent inverse of both sides. So then we're left with the measure of angle R equals, go ahead and get your calculator out to find the tangent inverse of 8.9 divided by 3.1. And if we round to the nearest degree, measure of angle R equals 71 degrees. Okay, next up, I would take angle R and go ahead and write that in your picture. So we just found out that measure of angle R equals 71 degrees. So you could go ahead and circle angle P and then use a trig ratio to solve for that, but there's actually some ways that you should be familiar with already from earlier on in geometry that are going to be even quicker for you to solve. So we know angle Q is a right angle, so that means that has to be 90 degrees. We just found out that angle R equals 71 degrees. And we know that all three angles in a triangle add up to 180. So I would go ahead and subtract those two angles from 180. 180 minus 90 minus 71. Which is 19. So that would mean that measure of angle P equals 19 degrees. Okay, so now all we have left to solve for is going to be our hypotenuse, or side RP. So I'm going to call that X. And there's a couple ways we could solve for this as well. Again, you could use a trig ratio if that's your preferred way of doing things. Or we do have a right triangle, so we can use the Pythagorean Theorem. I'm going to go ahead and use that so we can review that. So we have our two legs, 3.1 and 8.9. So we can square those and add those together. And that should equal our hypotenuse squared. (3.1 squared plus 8.9 squared equals 88.82. So then if we take the square root of both sides, we get X equals 9.42.